Welcome, Maotrons! So in today's video, I'm actually going to be doing this look that was requested by my friend Mamba, and I don't know the original artist. If you do know, please leave a link down below, but he sent the screenshot, so therefore that's what I'm working off of. I'm not doing a direct copy, it's more like inspired by. So I don't know what I'm doing. I never know what I'm doing, so let's just get started and see how it goes. So starting off, of course, taking the white eyeliner pencil, I'm mapping out where I want the split in my face. I'm just taking away my nose completely, which kind of looks funny in the end, but hey, whatever. Then I'm actually gonna be marking out where like the big chunks of skin are, so I don't fill it in with black later. It'll make it easier because water activated paints get reactivated when you paint over them, you know, kind of like watercolors. Then I'm actually going to be drawing in the eyeballs. This isn't like a set in stone plan for the eyeballs, it's just giving me a better idea of where I want eyeballs to be. So I'm just kind of putting them all around my face, primarily on the forehead and just a few down on the chin. And I'm not putting any eyeballs down on the chest area. Then I'm taking some white body paint and I'm going ahead and just filling in all the eyeballs. This actually took a lot more time than I thought it would, but this is where you'll kind of see that my design kind of changes and I'm kind of make it like, I don't know, just look better as I'm painting them in. I don't really, this really just took a long time. This took a long time. Once I finally have the eyeballs into place, you can see Phantom's tail right there. I'm taking some black body paint from Maotrons and I'm going to be filling in this section with a bigger brush to make it kind of a smoother finish and just go down the whole section of my face, including my nose. And then taking a smaller detailed brush, I'm actually going to be going into some of these like tinier spaces and kind of defining the black area. And then I am also dragging that black all the way down because the only thing that I'm really adding to the neck and chest is like an open gap, an open black gap, so. And then I'm going to be taking a mix of white and brown body paint from Maotrons. I don't know why I said brown like that. And I'm going to be mixing it together to make a kind of lighter tan color so that it looks like it's lifting from my skin, and I'm filling in the bigger chunks as well as adding some of these smaller strands that look like pulling skin. And I'm also feathering it out at the ends. You'll see me using my nail or my finger to kind of like tap the color out so it looks like it's blending into my skin to give that more lifted appearance. And then you can see that I'm also going over my nose to kind of, I'm trying to make it not look like my nose is quite as obviously still there, even though obviously it is. And then taking a smaller brush with that same color, I will be adding even smaller little pole skin marks. I don't even know what you'd really call it, but yeah, I'm adding some more of those. That was inspired heavily by the reference picture. I really like those teeny tiny little pole marks. Taking a really small brush and some like medium brown eyeshadow, I'm actually going to be starting to shadow around all the eyeballs. This is so I have an idea of which eyeballs are sitting on top of which, so when I start adding the like irises in, I know which ones and what shape to put where, you know? So I'm doing that as well as shadowing around those skin pull marks and bringing some of the shadow onto my face to make the illusion of the pulled skin. And of course I'll go in later and deepen it up. This is just the first shadow for all of this, so it's just kind of like a, like I said, medium brown color, and it's on a very small brush, so it did take some time. And of course on the edge of the skin where it's being pulled is where a lot of shadow is going to be concentrated, so it's like where the eyeballs are coming out. God, this is kind of a gross look, isn't it? As I'm saying it, I'm like, wow, it's kind of gross. Once I'm happy with that, I'm taking some light blue body paint from Maotrons and putting in some of the irises. I went with blue and green, but really you can go with any colors you want, obviously. I just wanted blue and green eyes. I don't have a reason for that. So I started with the blue and put those in, and then I went with the light green body paint and put those in some of the other ones. I kind of just went back and forth until I was happy with the color placement. I didn't think too much about it. I just wanted them to look random. Once that's done, I actually took a bit of black eyeshadow on a tiny little detailed brush and added some more deeper shadows. I added them just around the eyeballs and as well as those pole marks, again just deepening up what I had already done. I don't know why I'm speaking so strangely today, but as you can see, it kind of lifts that illusion that it is coming out of my skin, of my head. Part with the shadowing, it did take a long time, especially because I was using such a tiny brush. I wanted to have like detailed precision, but of course you don't always have to. You can use a bigger brush, get it done faster. That's just what I did. And of course I'm also going around those folds of skin as well. Folds of skin. And then I'm going in with a little tiny brush and adding the black pupils onto all of the eyeballs that have irises showing. And I'm not making it perfect by any means. It's okay if it doesn't look perfect. No one's gonna notice. And then with that black, I'm also going to be going around some of the eyes to deepen up the shadows with the body paint because it's going to be a darker color than the eyeshadow, but I didn't do it to all of them, just kind of like here and there. And then my eyes had a bit of a pink tint to them left over from a previous body paint, so I decided to go with the same browns I used to shadow and kind of just buff it onto my eye so that it just didn't look so bad, but I didn't want to keep it clean. It's really messy because I figured the messier the better. I mean, your face is being ripped open, so I mean, I don't think that you need nice makeup for that. And I also went underneath my lash line, and then I did go into the darker brown color and put it in the corner of my eye and like lift it up a bit. And then going into those same two brown colors, I actually contoured my cheeks a lot. I added a lot because I was trying to overemphasize it, as well as putting it up on the temples of my head and just down on my jawline as well. And again, I added a lot, like not what I would normally wear. And I will be going back to that, the eyes, but for now I grabbed a white body paint and just added a bit of highlight onto the eyeballs. And I also added a bit of white onto the pulled skin to give it a more highlighted look. I'm very fair skinned, so the white is totally fine for me, but of course you have to play by your skin tone. I'm pretty much white, so. And then I added a lipstick color of my choosing. This one's just a little bit darker than my natural lips, which I figured would look good in pictures. And then this is where I added the black into the corner of my eyelid and pushed up my lid a little bit more. I just thought I needed some more definition to my eyes because of how black the center of my face was. And of course dragging it underneath the lash line as well. I did nothing to my brows because I didn't care. Then I added the stitches by using some black body paint and just making some little strokes across, you know, wherever I felt like there needed to be stitches. I started on the chin and then went down the body, which you can't really see too much. Then I took some white body paint and highlighted each stitch, each, I don't know, string. And then taking the same brown eyeshadows I have been using, I added some shadows to the end of each string to make it look like it was poking into my skin, as well as adding some pull marks on the sides of the whole look. And that's all I did. I had a lot of fun with this one. Very different. So that suggestion, thank you so much, Mamba, for challenging me to do something I wouldn't have ever thought to do. Again, I don't know what artist this is, and if you do know, or Mamba, if you're watching this, if you would like to link where you got that picture or the person's name, that'd be great. I want to give credit where credit is due. Of course, mine is not an exact copy, but is obviously very heavily inspired by, so I just want to make sure everybody knows that this is not an original idea. But thank you so much for hanging out. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to be notified of every time I post, please hit that bell notification, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!